Yo guys, new hairstyle, new setting. In this video I want to talk to you guys about you're gonna have to put one step in front of the other, even if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel if you're a musician trying to grow online. Now this is a huge bit of blowing up online as a musician, and it's literally why, you know, 100% of musicians who start posting online, only 0.1% of them will make it. And this is coming from me after gaining over 1 million followers combined on my guitar pages and being sponsored, getting brand deals, getting flown out to places, got some crazy opportunities, etc. So I've done it, and if there's one thing on why people give up, it's because they stop taking steps and taking one foot in front of the other because they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, this video, I'm going to be going over how to overcome that. So let me tell you guys a story. So when I first started posting guitar videos online, I literally started with 0 followers. I had a brand new account. And when I first started, I started doing 1 to 3 videos a day. Right at the beginning in October, it was 3 videos a day, because that's the most time I had off of high school. But then when I had to go back, it was 1 video a day. But anyways, I was doing that for 3 months straight. 3 months straight. It was October to January. And not only did I see, I didn't really see results. I saw negative results. I didn't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. I saw just more darkness, right? But that's the point. And that's the point I'm trying to get at to you guys. And this is probably the bit that a lot of you guys can relate to right now. And the stage that you guys are in right now is that you're hoping to see linear progression, but you're just seeing straight up darkness. And you're thinking like, dude, how do I fix this? How am I gonna get lights? The point is you don't, guys. You're just gonna have to keep on taking more steps. And this is what I'm gonna talk about in today's video. So yeah, literally, I was posting for 3 months straight. I saw no progress. After 3 months straight, I was posting literally 3 times a day. And these weren't like crappy posts. These were posts I genuinely thought like, this has to be it. This is a banger. This is it. And they would get like 14 views the next morning, no cap. That real story, guys. I went through 3 months of that. I came out with 200 followers. 200 followers. You know, yeah, sure, it's progress, but it's not where I'm trying to be at, you know? I'm trying to get to like, YouTube silver play button. I want to get 100k. But I had 200 followers and I was like, dude, this ain't working. I was doubting the whole thing. But then, luckily, I took one step in front of the other. And just a few days later, had my first ever viral video. At this point, this is my first glimmer of light. And then it was just exponential growth squared after that point. I went from literally 200 followers at the 3rd of January. 4 days later, 7th of January, I had like 35k. I remember it like the back of my hand. And then 1 month and 2 days later, or 3 days later, from that original point, I had 100k. And you see that explosion overnight, and you think it's like an overnight succession, which to some extent it is. But what you don't see is the darkness, the 3 months of darkness you had to go through before you get to the light at the end of the tunnel. Dude, here's the thing, right? If you knew there was light at the end of the tunnel and it's just a matter of 1,000 steps there, you would do it, right? But this is the problem, is that you guys, you forget about the light and you just see what's like below your feet right now. You don't even look in front of you and be like, well, we're getting nowhere and we're done. No. And you can look for the light, you know, you can keep on thinking like, I'm gonna hit 100k. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I suggest you guys to do is to just keep on taking steps, but forget about the light at the end of the tunnel. Just know you're taking steps and know you're getting there. That's what matters. Now, let me tell you guys a different story. Oh, crap, I see people. Anyways, let me not get distracted. So I have a friend who's into e-commerce, and Jesus, every year he makes this, in the summertime, he makes this shop that's like seasonal for that time, and the products he sells are seasonal. It's like the summertime. And he always does, like, he always does pretty well with it. He's quite profitable with it. But the thing is, the only reason why he does well with it is because he has a lot of motivation and he does a lot of work to it. Now, in other times of the year and for other products, he doesn't have that kind of motivation or that drive, and he just doesn't really like try at all with it, and thus he just ends up taking a bunch of L's and sometimes goes in the red. But why am I bringing this up? It's because, dude, if you just took like that summer product, the only reason why you're doing well with it is because you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you know it's already there. And that's why you're not succeeding with any other products. Now, why am I bringing this up is because if you just took out that equation, or took out the variable out of the equation of just only focusing on the light at the end of the tunnel, instead of taking the steps there, you'll be able to succeed regardless of what season you're in, regardless of what products you're running, regardless of what instrument you play. Do you guys see where I'm getting at with this? So many of you guys are fixated on seeing progress, and this is going to be your guys' downfall. Okay, dude, I've rambled on for like 10 minutes and I finally found what I'm trying to talk about now. You guys are so obsessed with seeing the physical world change, seeing the numbers on your screen, seeing the followers, seeing your inbox blowing up, seeing emails saying like, hey, can we send you this gear so you can use it in your videos and tag us and we can pay you a certain amount of money. You're too used to wanting to only fixating on the physical things, but really, as corny as it sounds, the change is within you. The change is within you to say that, no, I'm not going to focus on the physical things, but instead I'm going to focus my energy to already having them within, and then you'll see your reality change in formal terms. You're going to focus on becoming that person who already has these things within. Because think about this. Let's say you're trying to hit 10k, like anyone can hit 10k, but let's say you're a guitarist and you're trying to hit 10k followers. Before you hit 10k, before the number has a k behind it, you have to think and feel from that within already. And I know it sounds corny, but let me explain it. And by the way, if you think this sounds corny and you're like, this guy doesn't know what I'm talking about, I have 1 million times more followers than you, most likely. So if you're trying to grow online, are you going to listen to yourself or are you going to listen to me? Like, anyways, as I was saying, before you see the number change physically, you're going to have to think and feel from that perspective in the first place, you know. Okay, listen, hear me out, guys. Before you kick a football on the floor, before you flick a light switch, you think and feel it before your head. You know, everything exists within before it can be expressed outside of you. Anything exists mentally before it's expressed physically. Now, where am I getting at with this? You're gonna have to become the light at the end of the tunnel before you even see it. Do you guys see where I'm getting at with this? Because if you, oh my gosh, I've cracked it. If you only focus on the light at the end of the tunnel, like I used to do when I was going through like 3 months of just trenches and grind, and like literally my elbows would like get painful because of like how much I would sit on the desk and like the hard edge. Anyways, I was only focusing on seeing like stuff change. But then eventually in January, I was like, let me take a different approach to this. And to be honest, I don't really know what happened. I think I just started just focusing on like being there before being at 10k followers or whatever goal I had, being at the stage of making viral videos before like I even saw it happen. Do you guys see where I'm getting at with this? Before you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you gotta become it. Before you hit 10k followers as a guitarist, you gotta become it within. You gotta think and feel from the stage of, if I was at 10k followers, what would I do? How would I feel? What kind of videos would I make? How would I format these kind of videos? That's the point you gotta feel at. Because if you only think and feel from the stage you're at right now, where you're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, you're thinking from the stage of like 200 followers, you're only gonna attract 200 followers, circumstances, events, and people. You're never going to get to 10k followers from thinking from a 200 follower point of view, you know? And if you only think from a 200 follower point of view, you're only going to get 200 follower lights at the end of the tunnels. That's all you're going to be able to see. So yeah, that's just a thought I had in my mind, but I think it's huge. I think it's so huge to understand, because like this would have saved me months and months of time. And also it is like the phase that most of you guys are stuck in right now, is you're just trying to get to the light of the end of the tunnel, but you're not seeing anything. It's because no, what you're getting is like, you're looking here, you're looking there, but you need to look within. And I know that sounds corny, but it's literally the truth. So one last thing, what was I gonna say? I think that's mainly it. Just you guys, you gotta let me actually reiterate like my point properly, because I feel like I've just been rambling a lot in this video. You guys, okay, yeah. So you guys, you might be feeling like you're trying to get to 10k followers, your first brand deal, your first sponsorship, something like that, and you're not seeing it come any closer. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. Forget the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm saying or rather, forget the distance or how far away it is. Just look within yourself, look here, and focus on taking one step in front of the other. Focus on what you can focus on, and stop focusing on how far away it is here. Bring it towards you mentally, and think from that POV. And then eventually, if you do that for long enough, you'll look up and you're suddenly in a whole bunch of light. And I'm telling you, that's what happened to me, dude. I started thinking from the point of like, okay, dude, right, how can I make like viral video after viral video after viral video? And within 1 month, I hit 100k followers with guitar. My first ever YouTube upload, and look at my main channel if you don't believe me, my first ever YouTube upload, it's like 5.2 million views on a YouTube video, not a short, a YouTube video. All because, not necessarily because like I tried like 1,000 videos and like this was finally the one. No, it's just I'm thinking from the point of like a YouTuber. Like if I was a YouTuber who gets like loads of like subscribers or whatever, and got like genuinely, it was either 20 or 30,000 subscribers for that one video. That has to be like some record or something. But anyways, 20,000, so let's say it's 20, do it on the low end, 20,000 subscribers with one video. What kind of videos do I need to make to get 20,000 subscribers with one video? That's the point I was thinking about before. What I wasn't thinking was, okay, so I don't have many followers right now, but like, what would I want to make? Yeah, what would I want to make? No, you got to think from the perspective of where you want to get to first, before anything physical, all right? So yeah, there's that. Actionable steps I can give you guys. First things first. Actually, no, I think I've given you guys everything. Yeah. Actually, here's an actionable step. Sorry guys, this video's all over the place, I know. But if you're a musician and you're in that grind phase, you're in the trenches right now, and you want to get that exponential growth square that I talked about, you want to get some brand deals, you want to get sponsors, you want to get flight places, you want to get opportunities, you want to build your own huge community and fan base, but you know you're struggling to do so because your content isn't hitting, DM me on my Instagram, the word tunnel in my Instagram, linked in the description, and I'll see if I can help you. I can't guarantee anything, but we can talk and I'll see if I can help you. All right. If you're wondering why I'm in the woods, there's no particular reason. It's literally like I don't get a lot of time to go outside and just get in the sun, you know, with all my work and everything, you know. So I thought I'd combine the two. But yeah, what do you think about the hairstyle? I thought I'd tie it up. It feels so nice not to have hair in my face all the time. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you're a musician trying to grow online, DM me the word tunnel on my Instagram, links in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you thought in the comments. What are you guys struggling with? I should have said this earlier, but if you're a musician, what are you struggling with right now? Let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on it. Peace out.